Before the video starts, I'd like to mention that this was very badly rushed as I wanted to get it done before school holidays ended, which is next Monday from when this is released. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Hey guys, it's D-Boy and today we're gonna be talking about Geometry Dash's most controversial topic, 2.2. Update 2.2 is going to be the 12th major update to Geometry Dash, and according to Google it is gonna release on December 22nd. That's the exact same thing it said for years now, so that's nothing more than bull crap. First thing I want to talk about are the three main flaws of Geometry Dash in its current state. These are: little communication with others on the game, little reason to grind lots of levels, and popular creators taking all the fame over smaller ones that have arguably better levels. Now 2.2 is supposed to fix the social aspects of the game with the new challenge mode RobTop has hinted and shown a teaser image for. This looks really promising as it means that GD will get a lot of attention. Putting multiplayer in a game is a major addition that adds a whole new layer of communication. RobTop has also said that it may not be perfect and he wants to use our feedback to improve it for 2.3. So as long as 2.3 doesn't take 7 years to release, this flaw has already been planned to be fixed. Now I'm unsure whether RobTop has plans to fix this or is even able to fix this, but there is very little reason to play most levels. Unless if you can get to the top of the leaderboards, grinding levels is practically worthless. You'll only want to play levels that are challenging for your skill level or really well made. In the past 2 years of playing Geometry Dash, I've only played one daily level, and that was the triple trial not long ago. My idea to fix this would simply be have more stats on your profile. One for completed features levels, one for rated, and one for just all levels in general. That way beating daily or rated levels looks like more than just stars and diamonds. Now here's a really big issue with the game that doesn't get mentioned nearly as much as it should be. Smaller creators will get overrun by bigger ones that make worse levels. Take Future Funk for example, one of the most iconic levels of all time. Yet the gameplay is worse than half the featured levels in the game. I'm not saying Jonathan GD is a bad creator, just that Future Funk is a bad level. I really enjoyed Future Funk 2 and the first 5% of Beauty 3 that I can actually complete. However, there's no real way of finding decent underrated levels other than specifically searching for them or by looking through the featured section. But that area is only made of levels that RobTop recognizes. I have no idea how hard this would be, but in my opinion RobTop should try to tweak the magic section that many people overlook so as it truly is a place for underrated levels to finally be played. Right now people have found ways to get hot garbage levels into the magic section, and it ruins the purpose of this once useful feature. Okay, enough complaining about the current flaws of the game. Let's talk about the future of the game. As we get closer to 2.2's release, we are getting more and more significant evidence as to when the update will officially release. One day ago from making this video, Geometry Dash got an update on the App Store saying something along the lines of this game has been updated by Apple to follow the new signing certificate or something like that. At first I thought 2.2 actually came out, but yeah, I should stop dreaming. I don't know anything about what signing certificates are, but I would assume that this was requested by RobTop as it is a requirement for his apps to be updated on the App Store. Something similar happened on Steam a few months ago, but I have little information on that. If you want to see lots of previous 2.2 information, go watch X Creator Goal. His videos are a lot shorter and less in depth than this, but he uploads information on leaks less than a day after they are found. Now about the signing certificate and what this means for 2.2. RobTop probably wants to make sure everything for 2.2 is ready on all platforms before he gives us a release date, which will probably come with the 2.2 level spoiler. RobTop hasn't mentioned anything on Discord, Twitter, or the GD comments about the signing certificate, and there have been very little rumors about it, but I think it could mean we are a lot closer to the level spoiler than we think. As you know, many people have been wrong about this before, and some even predicted 2.2 would release years ago. So don't take anything I say as 100% accurate. I am just giving a much more reasonable guess than other content creators have. I would assume the level spoiler will release sometime during May, or if we're lucky at the end of April, but I highly doubt it. Looking at the patterns from previous updates, I would think that if the level spoiler does release within the next couple months, 2.2's release will be sometime between June and September 2021. People have based their theories off of things like the new gauntlets, which seems completely ridiculous. We have a gauntlet contest going on right now. We can't judge that 2.2 will release before the Halloween or Christmas gauntlet on those holiday dates. However, 2.2 is far from perfect for this game. The long wait for 2.2 is hopefully the longest wait this community will ever need. The main thing holding this game back is the major lack of updates. Whether 4.5 years was worth the time we spent waiting is up to what the community does with this update. As RobTop said, he is aware that many people will abuse lots of the new features. Adding camera control and even an RNG basis trigger into the game is very risky. This could become very frustrating for new players who want to look for levels that are decent to play. The game should have some sort of easy to access guide on how the main sections of the game work for new players to easily find what they are looking for. It should cover things like the search feature, filters, featured magic and new tabs, and also the multiplayer challenge mode. Is this a long-term solution for the problem? No. This is just to make the game less frustrating for players when they start. For a long-term solution, I would suggest creating some sort of toggleable button in the filters menu that takes a level's like to dislike ration into account. This way, if levels are getting liked more, they are more likely to be pushed higher up in the search area. This would only apply to the actual search button, featured, Hall of Fame, and magic tabs, but it should be enough to make better levels more accessible to even more people. Another thing the release of 2.2 worries me about is how much this changes the way levels work. Personally, when I look at the fan-made Explorers 2.2 layout, I would rather play that than 95% of rated 2.1 levels. Some people will decide that 2.1 levels are way better than 2.2 levels, whilst others will disagree and practically disregard any 2.1 level that isn't a gauntlet, map pack, iconic, or RobTop level. I hope that some creators make 2.1 style levels that use 2.2 features, such as Swingcopter, but leave things out like the random trigger and camera controls. This way there are levels being made for everyone, and everyone has something new to enjoy. RobTop has very little control over this, so it's up to the community to keep the game alive and running well. Personally, I think the start of 2.2 will be a very hectic time for the community. The last couple years have not been the best for the GD community. RobTop has delayed 2.2 for long enough. He says he plans on getting a dev team after 2.2, but personally I don't see the reason in waiting. Why not get the dev team now and finally create a finished version of what we've been spending 4.5 years longing for? Either way, the next couple years of Geometry Dash seem very bright for the community, and I'm very hopeful for what the future of the game brings us. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I will be trying to make more videos like this in the future that are hopefully better edited. I had no choice but to rush this. Anyway, until next time. Bye.